everybody. It's been a few days since I've done any work on the shelf. A few reasons. I've not really been motivated to do it. Also, it's been very warm the last few days, and you know what, it's daft. Well, it has been warm the last few days, but also I've probably bought more beer in the last week than I have in the last 10 years. No. Actually, no, thinking about it, I have bought more beer in the last week than I have in the last 5 years, I know that for sure. And that's the last 5 years put together, not including going to the pub and buying beer, but buying beer and bringing it home. And to be honest, I bought a few cans the other day just because it was nice weather and I wanted a refreshing drink. I thought, fuck it won't do any harm. And it's not like I've been drinking loads. It's only like the odd can or two a night, like yesterday or last night was 3. But I mean I don't drink normally, so I think it's I don't know, it's kind of made me a bit lackadaisical, I guess you could say. And also with the weather being nice, having the energy to do stuff is not quite there. But yeah, so I've not been doing anything on these. I've also been, I did actively over the last couple of days, so there was times where I was like, am I ready to do a bit more on these? I was like, no, you know what, I'm just going to wait and see if I do think that the coach they've already had is enough. And to be honest, my conclusions all the time have come back as no, it needs more. So I've given myself plenty of time to work that bit out. Also the date today I think is the 25th. So hopefully my supplies will be here in 4 days, which will be very, very useful. Because there's not a lot of this that I can do outside, but there are bits on the tables that I can do outside, sit out there and do a bit of furniture stripping in the sun. So yeah, also I've been suffering a lot with my knee, or both knees, but my right one really badly. And as I mentioned on previous video, unfortunately the gel that the lady at the chemist suggested not helping, or if it is, it's so minimal. But anyway, so today it's kind of become a bit of a feature at the minute on Fridays, that Fridays is becoming a bit of a busy day for me. That's because on a Thursday, obviously I've been doing racing, so I've not really been doing anything in the day too physical leading up to that. So come Friday, I'm like, right, I'm going to get stuff done, so I'm on the go a bit today. We're doing some more washing, about to do this, I'm doing video editing. So yeah, plenty going on today. So with these, I mean these are looking very nice, I've got to say. I'm very happy with them, but they need another coat, so I need to give them another light sanding, which is very frustrating because it's also gonna bug my nose, which has also been very frustrating. But yeah, these need a light sanding before I apply what hopefully will be their final coat. Now obviously I won't be able to put them together because I've got the support pieces, one big piece, 2 pieces about the length of the shelf tops, and then 3 smaller pieces. So 6 in total, but yeah, a lot. So obviously once I've got these done, they'll be next, and they've already been, obviously I've already gone over them for damage repair. Yeah, I've already gone over them for damage repair, so it should be a case of probably just giving them a light sanding, and then I could start staining them. So yeah. I'm trying to think if there was anything else I needed to bring you up to speed on. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. I think there's gonna have to be a point where I decide, right, this whole area needs a proper deep clean, because at the minute, whenever I'm spending time in here, my allergies are kicking in big time. So I'm going to get myself ready, and then we'll crack on with this one. Right, do you all then? Time to crack on. Now, on the last few clips, when I was putting the varnish on these, I was having problems with my cloths. I've got 2 or 3 here, so hopefully we'll get through it. Oh, excuse me. I mean, unfortunately, even trying to clean the cloth, unless I clean it as soon as I've wiped it, the varnish and stain is sticking within the cloth, unfortunately. Even white spirits isn't bringing it out. But not a lot I can do about that, so what I'm going to do is just try and crack on, really, and hope that I can get a decent level of finish. Now, I am also going to leave them quite a while between turning them over, because annoyingly, once again, it would appear that I've turned it over too soon last time, only fractionally, but still, too soon is too soon. I've just realised I've not got my gloves on, which you might not think is a big deal. It's not a big deal, it's just a pain in the arse when you get your hands covered in varnish, and at least varnish is clear, but the stain, fuck me, that's a pain in the arse to get off. It's not like you can wash your hands in white spirit. Okay, let's get this party started. Oh, it's got some fucking hairs on it. Not ideal for a cleaning cloth to have hairs on it. And if you can tell by the sound, there's a lot of people doing some gardening work today. Quite a few people trimming bushes, mowing lawns. if I hadn't already mentioned it, was it the 3-week lockdown was extended by another 3 weeks. And to be honest, I think it'll be extended again. I do find it interesting though that, well, we're in April, end of April. I haven't noticed to have weather this nice in April for as long as I can remember. Because, I mean, the last few years, winter has been carrying on sort of January, February, March. So April's not been a particularly hot month. But since we've been locked down, it's been nothing but glorious cloudless skies every day. Started to make it go a little dull, that one. Leaving a couple of streaks. That's the second hedge trimmer I can hear firing up. Little surround sound hedge trimming going on. Someone's just cut into something hard. Now, I was thinking a little while ago, the neighbours that live over there, they would have been used for the last 5 years to me having this curtain closed. Mainly because I never really used this bit of the apartment, and there's a street light there, and I didn't want loads of bugs flying around the window all the time, or at least not that I could see. But also, this is a school walkway. Sounds bad that, but basically it's a through route that the school kids use, through an alleyway around the back. And I got fed up with them throwing shit at the windows, or stuff like that. So I just always kept them closed really. So for the last 5 years they've been used to the curtain being closed. Whereas now, for the last, 3 weeks, curtain's been open all the time, and there's only occurred to me today that if they happen to look up this way, more than likely, all they can probably see is the top of my head bobbing about every now and again. must admit the weather yesterday was, I mentioned about the weather today being nice, it's been nice recently. The weather yesterday was absolutely brilliant. And I went to go and do a bit of food shopping. I was only going for a little top-up shop. Ended up spending more than I normally would. But I think that's because I kind of bought myself quite a few treats. I decided that I was eventually going to use those old barbecues, or at least one of them. So I thought, fuck it, well, got back from shopping, went and got set up outside, table out there, barbecue on, watching an old NASCAR race, had a couple of beers, sat out there, and feasted. Admittedly, I felt a bit stupid being sat on a driveway with a barbecue, but at the same time, I thought, fuck it, because every time someone walked past, you can guarantee that they smelled the barbecue and went, oh, I could eat that. Now, admittedly, the table that I used was a table that I got from Steve and Claire, and the bits of wood that I was going to use as the side panels of the shelf unit, which turned out to not be big enough. I thought, well, you know what, I'll put these bits of wood on the table, and then I'll have the disposable barbecue on the bits of wood. And I was going to have the bits of wood on the floor, but I thought, you know what, I can't do a bending fucking nail. So I put them on the table. Very nearly set fire to the table, because I set fire to the wood. Yeah, managed to not have a disaster. I mean, to be honest, I think if I hadn't have accidentally spilled a bit of beer onto the wood next to the barbecue, it probably would have gone up. But yeah, it was all good. And to be honest, I mean, my stomach has not been feeling great the last few days. So having a barbecue may not have been the wisest of ideas, but I thought, you know what, fuck it. I tend to eat a lot of deep fried food because it's quick, it's easy. I thought, no, you know, I'm gonna fucking. I'm not outside that often. I want to make the most of the weather in case it changes. And we'll sit out there and enjoy a couple of beers and some decent food. And I will admit, square sausages, right? They're not bad on a barbecue anyway. Don't know about on a frying pan. Or a griddle, or a grill, but on a barbecue, it's spot on, to be fair. Still not as good as a normal sausage though. I fucking tell you, it is not as good as a normal sausage. I don't care what you say. But it is a lot easier to cook. Anyway, right, I am going to leave these to cure for a while. I must admit, I'm liking the look of the shine on there. So we'll leave these to cure for a while, and then we can flip them over and do the back sides of them. And then hopefully that'll be this bit done. Now, one of the things I am going to have to do as well is where the rest of the shelving unit is. I need to kind of have a bit of a tidy up. My apartment's got very messy at the moment, so I need to have a bit of a tidy up so that these bits of wood can at least go and be put over there out the way while I get the rest of this shelf up to the same level. And then from now on, I am going to need tear off strips for the layers of stain and varnish, because we are now going 6 and 3. Even if these have been 4, we're going 6 and 3. At least with 6 and 3, I'll know that it's at least the same amount as this lot. And obviously with the first shelf that I did, the problem I had with that was I did 5 and 3. So the colour wasn't quite there, but I didn't know until some time after, and there's no way I could add to the colour. Although interestingly, it'd be interesting to see what would happen. I might have to get a test piece of wood at some point. I don't know, I'll say that a lot, but get a test piece of wood and put clear gloss on it, and then put stain on it and see what happens. Anyway, right, I'm going to take a break. I'll be back in a bit. Oh, hello everybody, right. I'm just about ready to go for the underside application, which will be the last bit for these pieces. They've come up lovely. I'm very happy with how they're looking. So in a moment I will be stirring up the varnish. So let's see how it goes on this bit. I'm just wondering if it might be worth me at some point having a look at the next shelf. Oh, actually the next shelf's in position, isn't it? I can't look at the next shelf until this one's actually been put into place, because it's holding the unit together at the moment. Right, okay. I'll ignore that idea then. I was thinking about looking at the next shelf for any bits that need repairs, but seeing as it's not underneath my table, I can't quite do that. Right. So it's getting warm today. I am actually trying to think when the last time was that I couldn't remember. What? 5 cloudless skies in a row in the middle of summer. I mean, we had the decent summer a couple of years ago. Yeah, 2018. An amazing summer. Was it 2019? No, it was when the World Cup was on. Yeah, it was 2018. 2019's was shit. Yeah, brilliant summer, not a bad winter, followed by a shit summer and a shit winter. The wettest winter we've had for fucking years. Well, I say for years. Wettest winter I can probably remember, with the amount of flooding going on. And now this. Anyway. Right. Let's go. Now, something I had been trying to look into over the last few weeks was actually being able to add to my home base order, which I've not been able to find out a way to do it. Because if there's anything else that I need at the moment, it looks like chances of getting it are fucking zero, or at least not for a few weeks. But I know B&Q are doing a few test openings in a few stores. But if it's anything like supermarkets, it's going to go ridiculous. I mean, I've been hearing stories about Sainsbury's and Asda, and how big the queues have been outside and how long the wait is to get inside. Personally, I haven't been going to the big ones. I just go to the small. Go farm food to my local co-op. Yeah, from what I've been hearing, it's been pretty bad out there. Now, farm foods, as you may remember, a few weeks ago I mentioned that when I went, the car park was full, and the car park had never been full before, whenever I've been. And that slowly started to stop happening. As people sort of realised they got way too fucking much food at home, probably. But when I went to go yesterday, it was the first time that they had a queue outside. Now, it wasn't because they were overly busy inside. It's just that apparently what they found was that people weren't respecting the 2 metres, even though there was markers all over the floor. People were ignoring it, and some people, from what I overheard, were getting very irate when told about their behaviour, and were even spitting and coughing on the staff. So at that point they've decided, right, they'll limit how many people are in the shop at any one time. Which I think they've limited it to about 6, which is not a lot for a fairly big shop. And I mean, I'd say they probably could have got away with 10. I mean, with 6 you shouldn't really bump into anybody else. But it does mean that you end up with a queue outside. So although yesterday when I was there, there was a group of kids near the trolleys, and I didn't know who they were with. Well, it started off with there was just one girl sat out there, and then a group of 3 or 4 lads come along and sat with her, and I was just too far away to be able to tell if one of the lads was sitting on the trolleys or not, but it pissed me off. So I was already thinking, okay, if I get close to them and I see that he's sitting on the trolley, I'm going to fucking say something, because I don't want his fucking ass germs. Also, current situation, yeah, don't be a dick. Anyway, before I could get close, they decided they were going to move on as a couple more people come out of the shop and joined them. It was at that point that the lad that was sat on the trolleys, well, I think he was sat on the trolleys, moved, and they all went to walk off, and then he threw a bottle with some fluid in over a fence into a business premises front yard. And I'll pick that. So at that point, I'm like, hey kid, you gonna go and pick up the rubbish? He didn't fucking say a word. But his mates though, who were all big hard, go fuck yourself, mate. So no, you're obviously not a decent human being, go and pick up your fucking rubbish. And then they all start getting fucking verbal, and I'm stood there going, you know what, if you don't fucking speak English, how the fuck am I supposed to know what you're fucking saying? Because I couldn't understand a fucking word any of them were fucking saying. The lad who threw the bottle didn't say fucking nothing, just fucking shuffled off with his head down. I so wanted to just go and fucking grab him. And in the back of my mind I'm thinking, I'm thinking two things. One, this is probably where I get fucking stabbed. And two, knowing my luck, if I went and fucking grabbed them, I'd probably get fucking in off one of them. But there were, 10 people stood in the queue? Not one of them said anything to anyone. Didn't say anything to the kids, didn't say anything to me. And to be fair, there was at least 2 guys in the queue that probably looked as big or as scary as I do. Did they say anything? No. But then looks can be deceiving. Doesn't matter what you look like, is it? But yeah. Unfortunately, the kid didn't go and pick up his rubbish. But anyway, I did all I could in that situation, short of going and grabbing the little cunt and fucking throwing him over the fence to go and get his fucking rubbish. I wouldn't have had to do that because I could just walk around front. But I think what also pissed me off about it was the company that he threw it in. I mean, obviously it's just littering, but the company that Yardy threw it in, I used to work somewhere that worked for them, did work for them, or should I say, would go out. Basically, they supply truck parts. So if your truck breaks down and you need a part urgently, bang, within the hour they get it you, because they've got it. So I think that pissed me off as well, because obviously this kid, you fucking no idea what that company does, but it's not the point. Just fucking littering the dirty little bastard. With something else that happened actually while I was in the queue, and I wanted to say something about this as well, but I held my tongue. A lady came and joined the queue. I'd seen her drive into the car park with someone else in a car. There was her, I would guess it would be one of her kids. She was an Indian lady. And she's wearing a mask. Well, she had a mask around her chin and gloves on. No, she didn't have gloves on when she was driving. The passenger had mask on and gloves on. The lady gets out of a car, puts gloves on once she's got out of the car, then goes and opens the back door of the car. So already I'm thinking, well, okay, if there's anything on the handle, it's now on your gloves and you're about to go into a shop. Okay. So she's opened the back door of the car to get her bag. So, okay, well, fair enough. Then, as she's walking over to the queue, she's rustling through her bag to pick out her purse and her phone. At which point I'm now thinking, okay, yeah, if you touch either of those with your bare hands at home, then there is absolutely 0 point in you wearing fucking gloves now. Because anything you may have you're about to spread through the store, you should have waited or just use sanitizer. I'm stood there with sanitizer in my pocket. Anyway, she did that just before this kid threw the rubbish, which is probably why I didn't say anything to the woman, but anyway. I think I was on for a bit of a mission yesterday as well, probably why I had the barbecue and a couple of drinks to chill out. So anyway, I'll go and do my shopping. I come out and as I'm coming out I see that this lady stood near the trolleys. I'm thinking, what's she doing there? She's on the phone. I didn't really think much of it. went over to my car, put my shopping in the boot, took the trolley over, put it back, sanitised my hands on the way back to the car. Saw her walking back to her car, get in it, turn the key and it go. The son's been sat in the car listening to the radio with the engine off. Now the battery's dead and the car won't start. So now I'm thinking, it doesn't matter what fucking gloves you wear, you ain't going nowhere for a while. Bit cruel maybe, but fuck it. Anyway, right, I think I've done. I've done them. Waffled a bit while doing it, so anyway. Right, I'm going to leave these now to dry fully. And then I will move them into there and get the other pieces ready. Whether I'm going to do anything else, any of the staining or prepping or anything like that today, I doubt it, because I am also going to now need to get myself some food. So I need to do a bit of tidying up, get myself some food, and see what's going to happen for the rest of my day. So, see you all in a bit.